This is my face. Skincare products I've been wanting to talk about for a while, actually, just for my 1% of lady friends who do watch this. If you're out there, hi. So I have like a bunch of tentpole products that I use on the regular. Full disclaimer, none of this is sponsored. I just really like these products. I was recommended to use a lot of these by Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is a licensed dermatologist. She does a lot of YouTube content. So a lot of products you'll see, she has recommended and uses herself. So none of these products are going to be overpriced or scented for the most part, so they're pretty safe for everybody, and I will leave links down below. So what do I do every day on my face? What do I start with? So another thing that I learned from Dr. Dre was a way to wash your entire body in the shower. So when I'm cleaning my entire body in the shower, I'll do two things. Cleanse my entire body with water. Water is a natural cleanser, exfoliant. The additional thing I do is put this under my armpits to remove any bacteria, which is caused by sweat glands, that whole thing. It's meant for acne, but I use it under my arms and it works really, really well to just nullify any bacteria and especially any scent. I just put a little bit under both my armpits. I let it sit there for, 2 to 3 minutes and then I rinse it off. It's very important that I only use the acne cream wash, which only has 4% benzoyl peroxide, which is the ingredient that kills off the bacteria. It's basically, from what I understand it's like bleach. And it's important just to get the acne cream wash and not the one that foams. The foamy one I think has like 10% more of this ingredient, but I use the 4% and I think that that's more than enough, and I don't use it for my face. So this is just an additional thing that I do when I'm cleansing my body in the shower. And then for any other parts of my body, I use the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser Bar. And why I use a bar instead of a shower gel is just because I find it lasts longer than shower gel and you end up using less soap. While I'm on the topic of skincare, I might as well touch on what I use for my hair when I'm showering. I just recently started using this product and so far so good. It's the Know Nothing brand. This is the very sensitive moisturizing shampoo and very sensitive repair conditioner for color treated hairs. I don't know, I think this has been really good so far. It's something, again, that Dr. Dre recommended. I decided to go with two different ones, one to moisturize when I shampoo and one to repair my color treated hair, because just a heads up, I'm not naturally blonde. In the morning, I do something else, which is apply sunscreen. Especially here in California, you should never go a day without sunscreen. So what I use for my face is, again, CeraVe. I have this great product called Facial Moisturizing Lotion. It's a cream for the morning, but it's a broad spectrum SPF 30, and it works really well. The big thing with sunscreens though is that they sometimes do leave a white cast. This one I found not to be super bad. I'm sure there's a better one out there that doesn't leave any cast. But for now, this is what I've been using, and it's really great for the face. For the body, I currently use Neutrogena's Beach Defense Water and Sun Protection 70 SPF 70. This one does have a scent and no white cast, goes on really easy, and I use it on my whole body, especially on my arms when I'm driving. For the rest of my body, I always use CeraVe's moisturizing cream. It is pretty thick, it's not a lotion, but the important thing to note about these is it includes ceramides. Ceramides protect the skin barrier, especially when it gets wet. So this is just a really good moisturizing cream. I have a bunch of these around the house and I use them on my hands, on my whole body after I shower. This is a go-to of mine for sure. So let's say I come back from a work day and I've got my face full of makeup. I usually go straight to this, believe it or not, it's Neutrogena's body oil. Like they do in the TVs and the YouTubes. Very important, fragrance free. It's supposed to be used for the body, but I actually use it for the face. And according to Dr. Dre, there's an ingredient in here that actually works really well for grabbing dirt and removing it off the face. So it is rinsable from what I understand. It might not rinse off entirely with water, but once you start, you apply this and use a cleanser, which is now my second step. It's a Vanity Cream Gentle Facial Cleanser, free of dyes, great for people with eczema. It does have a foaming texture, so if you're somebody who doesn't like that or has really dry skin, you can always opt for something like this. Aquanil Cleanser. This I actually do keep a big bottle of and use if I'm showering in the morning. I also use this when I shave my legs. So my next step is moisturizing, obviously. Always make sure you moisturize. For that, I use CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream. It's super thick and moisturizing, so if you're somebody who has a tendency towards oily skin, might not be the best for you, but my skin is mostly dry and kind of a combination skin, so this is great for nighttime use. After I'm done cleansing, I'm not big on these sorts of additional solutions, but sometimes I'll add this over my face while it's still nice and dewy. It's called The Ordinary The Buffet. It's a very liquidy, it's a peptide serum. I'm not really big on these other in-between products. Dr. Dre recommended this and I started including it in my nighttime routine here and there. I'm not super consistent with it, but that's just another product that I use. I've been trying to get my skin used to a retinol cream, so I've been applying this Neutrogena, again, unscented rapid wrinkle repair cream. This is like the closest you can get right now to really good retinol without it being a prescription. The problem with retinols though is that they're very irritating to the skin, and I have sensitive skin. For now, I'm just putting this on my hands, the top of my hands and my arms, and I occasionally put it on my face, but very rarely. I'm trying to get my skin used to using a retinol. I tried putting it on once a night at one point and my skin hated it, so I switched back to, you know, every other day, sometimes longer. Just trying to slowly incorporate this. This would eventually be used in conjunction with my night cream. I would put my night cream first and then this over top, because again, this can be very irritating, so you want kind of a layered situation. So for my hands at nighttime and my lips, I don't use regular lip balm. For all my lip moisturizing needs, I only have one thing, and that is this. As you can see, I use it a lot. This CeraVe Healing Ointment. It's amazingly good. It's great for hydrating the lips, or if I have a scratch or any sort of injury on my body, I usually apply a bit of this and it helps heal it. It doesn't irritate anything, it's unscented. It's just kind of texture, it's basically like a Vaseline. So yeah, I apply this, especially around my cuticles. And sometimes I'll do like a hand moisturizing session with this all over my hands and a pair of gloves overnight. I think it works really great to moisturize and lock in moisture for the hands and makes them look real nice and feeling happy. And then I just have a bunch of other little containers that I fill up with this. Now the other thing that I use is for my feet. This is something that I apply at night. It makes your feet look amazingly good. So yeah, it's called Carousel. This also has a Vaseline texture. It eats up all the dead skin cells on your feet. I highly recommend this for anyone, especially who has calluses on the bottom of their feet. Put it on overnight is what I do. I usually put it on all over my feet, the top of my feet as well, the cuticles of my toenails, and I put socks, little sockettes, and I usually just sleep like that. I know some people are anti-sleeping with socks, but I do it and I don't mind it. For anyone who has small bumps on the back of their skin, especially their arms and the top of their legs, I say cream. This CeraVe makes a really good one. It's for rough and bumpy skin. I do get that sometimes on the top of my legs and the back of my arms. So when I know I'm gonna be, I don't know, doing some sort of job where my skin and my arms are exposed, I put this on it and the bumps usually go away overnight. So that's it for my skincare routine. I know it's a lot, but it works really well for my particular skin. Shout out to Dr. Dre for dropping all of her awesome dermatologist knowledge on the internet for free. Just remember a few tentpole things: moisturize and use sunscreen, and your skin will love you. It's that simple. But this skincare routine is actually pretty good for if you're a guy or a girl. This was mostly for the ladies, but if you're a guy out there looking to improve your skincare, I definitely recommend checking out these products. At least Vanity Cream and CeraVe, like their whole lines are usually pretty top notch. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Okay. Just put a little bit on under both my armpits. Let it sit there for like, yeah, I don't want to look like I'm naked.